Hello everyone, I'm Berselli Ahmed Comedia, also known as Walang Jawa Vlog. Today, I want to introduce to you my personal theory, the lost Garden of Eden found in Pampanga, Philippines. In this theory, I will explore how the origins, names, and history of different towns and landmarks in Pampanga connect to biblical events and the story of mankind's beginning in the Garden of Eden. From the meeting of Adam and Eve, to the Tree of Knowledge, to symbols of salvation and growth, I believe Pampanga holds clues that link it to humanity's most sacred place. Join me as I share this fascinating connection between the Bible, history, and the heart of the Philippines. The sign of the Garden of Eden is a river or body of water. It is described as flowing through the Garden of Eden. In a garden, we can also see plains, mountains, trees, plants, animals, and flowers. You will be amazed at my story, because there is a province in the Philippines composed of 19 towns, and all of their names are connected to the Bible. These places are connected to the Garden of Eden. Let us begin. Pampanga is located in the northern part of the Philippines. Even before the Spaniards arrived, the Javanese people lived there, whom the locals called natives. When the Spaniards came, led by Martin de Goiti, he saw the native people living by the river. From this, the word Kapampangan was derived, because Pampanga means river. But the native people also gave information about when they came to the Philippines. Because of this, Martin de Goiti became known as the founder of Pampanga and also of Manila. On December 11, 1971, there was even a theory claiming that the Garden of Eden could be found on planet Mars because of the canals seen there. When I researched the name of the founder of Pampanga, Martin de Goiti, I found that the name Martin means God of War. This also relates to Mars. Would you believe this is just a coincidence? And yet the name Pampanga means river. Why do I say this can be connected to the Garden of Eden? Because meeting people symbolizes Adam and Eve before they ate from the Tree of Knowledge, and Spain's arrival represents Lucifer's desire to conquer mankind. Now, let us begin discussing the towns of Pampanga and the meanings of their names. The first is Guagua. It comes from the word meaning mouth of the river, according to Virgilio B. Burganio, author of the first published Pampanga, 1973. The second town of Pampanga is Magalang, derived from the Kapampangan word meaning, we are moving, which describes the dangerous flow of the river. Then there are 5 towns in Pampanga, whose names come from trees. The first is Porac, derived from the word purak, referring to a tree that was abundant and believed to be the first tree seen by the earliest settlers of Pampanga. The next is a pallet, named after a type of tree known for its fragrance and valuable wood, often used in perfumes, products, and ceremonial objects because of its special aroma. Then we have Mabalacat City, which comes from the old word meaning full of balacat trees. This species, scientifically known as Ziziphus talleni, can still be found growing in the city. Next is Masantol, which was named after the santal fruit tree, either because the area had a great abundance of santal trees or because the fruits were heavily bartered there. Next is Mexico. According to folklore and etymology, the original pre-Hispanic name of the village was Macabe. Later, under Spanish influence, it became spelled as Mexico. Some claim this referred to the abundance of Chico, sapodilla trees. Now let's go to the landforms. Mount Ararat is well known. Some researchers even believe it may be the biblical Mount Ararat, the same mountain where Noah's Ark landed. Next is the town of Lubao, whose name means low-lying land. The first settlers were believed to be Malays. The word Lubao itself means lowland, and over time it evolved into the town's present name. Then comes Macabe, which means surrounded by water. This describes its geography, as the town is historically tied to water settlements and river culture. From these examples, we can see that the names of Pampanga's towns are deeply connected to their environment and history, whether from land, lupa, or water tubig. Finally, there is San Fernando. In its early days, the settlement grew into a small trading center where residents raised and exchanged farm crops, wine, and livestock. Another reason some link it to the Garden of Eden is that San Fernando is derived from Ferdinand, a world voyager's name, symbolizing journeys and new beginnings. Next is Sasmuan. The name comes from the ancient Kapampangan root word sasma, which means to meet. According to the 17th century Kapampangan dictionary, Sasmuan is a synonym for Pinagmuan, meaning meeting place of the datos or meeting point. This connects to the Garden of Eden because Adam and Eve first met there. Another reason is that Lucifer also encountered them in the garden. Florida Blanca is a Spanish word meaning white flower, maputing sampaga in the vernacular. This, too, connects to the Garden of Eden because when we think of a garden, we often associate it with flowers. Next is Minalin, a municipality of Pampanga. The name comes from the Kapampangan word Minatilan, which means remembered or called to mind. Its meaning is remembrance or knowledge. This relates to the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden, so Minalin is also linked to it. Next is Clark. Clark originally belonged to the people of Balakat, but later became a separate community. The name Clark means clerk. A clerk is a secretary, messenger, or professional, roles associated with knowledge. This, again, connects to the Garden of Eden through the tree of knowledge. Next is the municipality of Santo Tomas, the smallest and youngest town in Pampanga. It lies at the heart of the province, with San Fernando to the northwest, San Simon to the north, Minalin to the southeast, and Bacolor to the west. The name Tomas originates from the Greek name Thomas, which means twin. This can be linked to the biblical phrase, in his own image and likeness. Next is Angel City. It was renamed El Pueblo de los Angels, meaning the town of angels, in honor of its patron saints, Los Santos Angels Custodios, the holy guardian angels, and its founder, Don Angel. Angel City connects to the Garden of Eden because when God placed Adam and Eve in the garden, angels were sent to watch over it. The next towns are Santa Rita, Santa Ana, San Simon, and San Luis. These towns also connect to the Garden of Eden, but more importantly, they emphasize the salvation of mankind. Why? Because of Mount Ararat, which researchers believe is the same biblical Mount Ararat where Noah's Ark landed. Second is Mount Pinatubo, located at the tri-point of Pampanga, Zambales, and Tarlac, whose name symbolizes growth. During its eruption in 1991, my theory is that it represented the strongest child in the universe, Jesus, birth, symbolizing the salvation of mankind. Meanwhile, San Fernando is known as the Christmas capital of Asia. Christmas celebrates the birth of Jesus, which is directly tied to mankind's salvation. And finally, I want to share that Dr. Jose Protasio Rizal believed that Lo was the lost Eden. In his farewell poem Mi Ultimo Adios, he called our country, "Farewell, my adored land, region of the sun caressed, pearl of the Orient seas, our Eden lost." These words show how deeply he connected the Philippines to Eden. And finally, the Bible also mentions the ancient land of Ophir, a rich land of islands that supplied King Solomon with gold, silver, and treasures. Many historians and researchers link Ophir to the Philippines. When we connect all these, Mount Ararat, Mount Pinatubo, San Fernando, Rizal's words, and Ophir, it reveals something powerful, that the Philippines, especially Pampanga, could truly be the site of the lost Garden of Eden. Do you believe in my discovery about the Garden of Eden being here in Pampanga? Whether you agree or not, this land may hold one of the greatest secrets of mankind. If you want more theories, please don't forget to subscribe Berselli Ahmed Comedia, know as Walang Jawa Vlog, like, comment, and share. Thank you very much.